the role of user experience. So how do you, in your decision making at PagerDuty, at Twilio, and in your past, what is the value given to end user experience? Is it a must-have? Is it a nice-to-have? Is it something that you try to prioritize when you can, but it could fall by the wayside? How do you think about that?
No, I think user experience is probably, if not tied for first with sort of those business objectives, it's a close second. I think especially in today's world with a lot of the, sort of consumerization of enterprise technology, people see that there's a lot of value and benefit to getting that user experience right. I think through the old, green screens that were the user interface for mainframe applications, or the very first, call it web-based interfaces, the GUIs and the UIs, they weren't friendly, but they were better than anything else that existed at the time to get your work done. Now that there's so much software out there, elevating that user experience and just thinking about how people actually interact with the service and the software, that can become, a top level priority. And I think it's important to factor that in. A lot of times we get distracted with, the, one sort of shiny feature that makes something, a platform seem way cooler or better, more innovative than something else. But if that's, a feature that 10% of your users might interact with on a monthly basis, I don't value that nearly as highly as just, what is that core experience like for the people that are going to live in this system 6-7 hours a day, every day of the week. That's got to be really good, because if that's, detrimental to people getting their work done, or if it's not intuitive and user friendly, that's going to be a massive drain on the organization as a whole. And so I think focusing on that core experience and making sure that, call it that 80% is handled really well and really maps to what your users are trying to do, that's got to be kind of one of your first decision points. After that, sure, other features and things are great, but that user experience has to be rock solid.